You know, some people out there, when they talk, they fake the funk. You want brutally honest? Well, if you are brutally honest, look no further than CG Ruthless Sports.
CG Ruthless.
CG Ruthless Sports.
CG Ruthless.
If you want your sports talk to be brutally honest, come check out CG.
CG Ruthless.
If you're not watching CG Ruthless, I don't know what to tell you. Representing the Niner Empire.
CG Ruthless.
Yo, this is CG Ruthless. I will be brutally honest. And nothing but being brutally honest. Coming at you with another live stream. Talking Ruthless, episode 3. Be sure to check out the BGN Sports Media. Be sure to subscribe to their channel. The link is in the description. Check out the merchandise. If you want to check out my brand, Talking Ruthless, there's a mug and a hoodie. Definitely check it out. So huge shout out to Roberto Hastings with the news. 49ers waived Jalen Hurd. About freaking time that they cut this guy. It's been so frustrating that, you had some upside with this guy coming out of Baylor. He was a yards after the catch type of receiver that had the potential but never was able to stay healthy. So the fact that we finally made the move to cut him is finally a stress of relief, because I get that he was really gifted and a big, tall receiver, which we needed, but he was never able to stay healthy. So I give a huge shout out to Roberto for putting that out there. That's a very good. So I'm surprised they finally did it for once. You got to cut your losses and move on with this guy. So the main question will be, okay, so I just saw the news probably like a few minutes ago, and the Los Angeles Rams just made a move that made a lot of sense. Now they're trying to add some weapons. They're trying to compete with the Arizona Cardinals. And while my team is in so much situation to where it's possibly going to be rebuilding because we're not competing as hard, and realistically, we're just not playing our best football. Like, you look at the fact that what we've been doing for quite a while, we just haven't been able to finish out games or start out good in the first half. The first half type of performances we're behind the 8 ball a little bit, and we're just not playing up to our potential. When I was at that Cardinals game, I didn't see the offense play their best out there. That was pretty much one of the most crappiest performances I've ever witnessed in the Shanahan and Lynch era, and I happened to be in that game. So the fact that this offense isn't doing squat, and they have to play from behind, that's not going to win you games, and especially the defense. The defense has been horrendous. They've been giving up some penalties. They've been giving up some big plays lately. The fact that DeMeco Ryans isn't quite the guy like we expect him to be, but you expect a lot of growing pains out of this guy. So, he's not going to be as good as everybody else says overnight. This guy still has to adjust as a play caller, and throughout time, maybe through the end of the season, maybe you'll be able to evaluate his play calling, but I think it's growing pains, and it's got to get better. He's been mixing too much coverages. The only problem I have with DeMeco Ryans' defense is those third downs. It can be a 3rd and long play, and they convert for a first down. That's the only problem I have with this DeMeco Ryans type defense, is we're not able to make key stops. I know a lot of you guys are saying that losing Robert Saleh was a huge blow. In a way, it was, because he actually was able to get us off the field a little bit, and we were able to capitalize. So how you feel about OBJ to the Rams? Y'all done now? Pretty much. Looks like it's pretty much a good wrap. I don't see no direction. So we finally just got to cut our losses with these certain players we don't need. And the fact that we still have Tom Compton, that's just sad. You're wasting roster spots, but hey, you finally got rid of somebody who can't even stay healthy. Good move on the front office. 2 years too late. Like, you had at least last year to remove from him, but you moved on from it. So we can get on to the next question about it, but what do I feel about how the Rams are making these moves? So you're telling me they're making moves just to compete with Arizona. Arizona, to me, is like, they're a really good team this year, and I ain't going to lie about it. They are proving the doubters wrong about what their record was supposed to be, but I think they're going to be a team that's going to go further. Yeah, get a roster younger for Trey Lance, and he can grow with. I totally agree with your saying, Jets game. And it's just terrible that you got to have a team in your division making strong moves. And I know we didn't have the cap space, so that's understandable. And plus, OBJ wouldn't fit with us anyways, because OBJ wants the ball. OBJ wants to be a part of a winning culture. So, of course, you're going to go to the Rams. I mean, the Rams, to me, have all the potential. They got the best all-around defense. They're a complete defense. Their offense is complete. It's just their offensive line is pretty much their main weakness. Because as long as you can get to Stafford and pressure him more, you should be able to play a pretty good game against the Rams. Like, look at other teams that play pretty close. Yeah. Yep, LA has been making some strong moves, but have they made strong moves on their offensive line? Hey, good city too, yeah, but it's mostly a Lakers town, man. You got Lakers. Nobody cares about any other cities in Los Angeles except the Lakers. If it's not Lakers or Dodgers, they don't care. Rams, to me, and Chargers are trying to be more competitive. They're trying to make it more popular in LA, but you're never going to be as popular as the Lakers. No offense. But it's a good city to be a fan of other teams. But yeah, that's what most people want to compete for. So let's get to the topic of realistically what's going to happen. So if I had to be a guy that was being more truthfully about this matchup, how are we going to be able to stop the Rams offense? I know OBJ is not going to play because he has to get at least full practices or something like that. And it wouldn't surprise me if they somehow unexpectedly play him, but do you really think they're going to play that guy? I don't think, not in this moment, no. But if they do, that would be crazy. But the outcome of this game, it's going to be a lot ugly. I just don't see how we're going to be able to capitalize. Sure, we've been owning the Rams for quite a while, but the fact that they are a far better team in everything that they are, because Stafford is a far better quarterback than Jared Goff. Jared Goff, to me, was a guy that was just in the system and just did okay with the system, but now he's in Detroit. He's not even that good. And the fact that the Rams are getting better with that position with Stafford. Stafford takes them places that they won't be able to go to, but can he actually get over the hump in the playoffs? That will be the one question. See, you can say the Rams are legitimately good, but can Stafford win a playoff? Can he win a playoff game? That's going to be the only one question to answer. Other than that, you can see this team being a perennial team that can go further. Because you can make an argument that the Cardinals and the Rams are competing for that spot. So the thing about the 49ers, let's see. Going into this season, you're 3-5. You're stacked against the wall. You're going to play the Rams, who are making far better moves during this situation. They are looking a lot of ways to improve their team while we're just playing with who we got. So when you look at the matchup, we're going to play Jimmy. Are we going to be able to protect Jimmy? Is he going to be able to be more accurate this time around? Or are we just going to play like another crappy performance like we did against Arizona? Because if that's what it's going to be like, then, hey, man, no offense, we should be flexed off the damn primetime game, because I don't think it's worth watching if you're going to watch this type of product. I mean, especially when you're playing at home. When you're playing at home, you are definitely looking to make a good product on the field. But if you can't do that, then what's the purpose of it? Like, you really expect all this to be whatever it is? Like, if you're going to put a game on a primetime, If you're gonna put a Monday night game, man, who wants to watch that game? Really, who wants to watch the Niners and Rams on a Monday night football game? Do you want to watch the 49ers get their butt whooped? You want to watch that on a primetime? I'm saying it as a realistic fan. Who wants to watch that? Like, I'm sorry, as a true 49ers fan, if you're you should flex us off the damn primetime game and put us at a 10 o'clock game. At least we save some trips for getting our butts whooped. And realistically, it's pretty much like you're giving this team, the Rams, the primetime game, of course, but most of us will really feel differently about it. So the Rams are going to play on a primetime at Santa Clara. You know what that means? That means the Rams are going to whip us. They're going to come into Levi Stadium and stomp us and carb stomp us and make us freaking suffer. And it's not going to look pretty. So to answer that question about why we shouldn't even play on a primetime, it's not even worth watching. Who wants to watch it? It's like, hey, turn the damn TV off with this game. You don't want to watch it on a primetime? That's the kind of games you would rather watch in the morning and get over with. But since it's any given week, hey, who knows? Maybe we play good against the Rams, but I doubt it. If we can't stop their receivers, if we can't stop their running game, then how are we going to be able to beat them? That's the simplest question as it gets. We may be the team that has their number for the last couple of years, but do you think this is going to be any bit of the same, or is it going to be a little different this time? You think this Rams team is going to come into Levi Stadium and give us the W? No, they're not. They're coming over here because they're pissed off because they lost to the Tennessee Titans. They had an embarrassment performance against the Tennessee Titans, and the fact that they got beat kind of tells you that they're frustrated. They're going to be knocking into Levi Stadium and coming to beat us. They're coming because they're mad. So we're not going to play a team that's overconfident. No. We're going to play a team that's pissed off. So get your popcorn ready. It's a car wreck. It's going to happen. The Rams, you're going to see Stafford coming into Levi, putting up 300 freaking yards, maybe 3 or 4 touchdowns, and you may see the running game kill us. I don't know. Prove me wrong otherwise. Aaron Donald, Leonard Floyd, Von Miller, you might even combine it for 6 sacks with these 3 players. They might come up with 6 sacks. It's not looking good, especially with Jimmy Garoppolo. Jimmy Garoppolo is going to be hit and hit. He's going to be hit and running for his life. And the fact that we had Deebo Samuel, that's their only bright spot we got right now is Deebo Samuel. We got George Kittle. The running game, Elijah Mitchell. We're using this guy too much. We got to start splitting the carries a little bit just to keep them fresher and more healthier. But the fact that we still got to be more cautious in the running game. The only chance I see us beating the Rams is the way we always been able to play them is to out-scheme them and pretty much outplay them in a lot of different ways. So that's the interesting part of the game. So the fact that we have to play good, it tells you a lot what we can do. So in this matchup, what do the Rams bring as a weakness? Pretty simple. Their offensive line is the worst. They can have pass block. The moment you expose that offensive line, Stafford's going to look average. He's not going to look good. But if we can do that, we got Bosa. We got a lot of guys in the rotation. Armstead's, if you put him with a weak line, Armstead might be solid. And then you look at guys like DJ Jones, Arden Key, Jordan Willis, Samson Ebicom. I think Samson Ebicom wants a revenge game against those Rams. So I think this would be a kind of like a game he wants to prove himself. But that would be an intriguing game. And then you got Mosley versus Woods, or which one of the corners versus Mosley or Cup. I don't know who's going to match up with who, but it's going to be the most intriguing matchup of this week. So the fact that they've signed Odell Beckham, I don't think he's guaranteed to play this week because he still needs to get a full week of practice and all that. So I'm just saying that it's a possibility that he might play, but during this week, they're probably just going to let him practice, and then next week he'll play. That's probably what they're looking at. But realistically, you look at the team in general, they are not far behind from winning that division. The Cardinals may have a 1-game lead, but I wouldn't be sleeping if I'm Arizona because the Rams are still making some counter moves. They're still going to compete. They're still going to make a push. And it's kind of sad that majority of this season has been wasted. Why would I say majority of the season has been wasted? Like the offseason moves, we just haven't been able to improve a lot. We haven't been able to address cornerbacks. We haven't been able to improve the interior line. That's been our downfall of the season. Is our interior line's been god awful. Our secondary, it's been nothing but trash. It's like you don't see it. You don't see the picture of what's been struggling in our defense. It's the secondary. If our secondary can be solid and do their job consistently without the stupid boneheaded penalties, without the stupid PIs, without the stupid dumb plays, then maybe we'd be pretty solid on defense. But no, we got too many freaking free-yarded penalties. We give away free giveaways for these damn people. So it's like anytime you throw a ball deep downfield, it's 50-50 that we'll get freaking flagged for it. So it's just, yeah, you look at it that way. It's like that's the only thing I'm more concerned about is that stupid dumbass penalty. That's what I hate about it. If Jimmy G's last game, if it's not lost. Props to my Niner brother CG. What's up, Rudy? I know you're pumped up about the OBJ pickup, man. I see why you guys are. I mean, I can see why you guys made that move. If you got the cap space and you go make the move, that's the best way to go. Because you got the Cardinals. And the Rams are trying to make a push. So, of course, I can understand. But since my team is 3-5 and we're just half a game behind third place, it just sucks. But when you look at the outcome of the season, I know the Rams are going to have a tough matchup with us because we always play them tough. It doesn't matter how good they are. We're still going to give you guys a good fight. Whether I think we're going to get our butts kicked or not, I still think we might still give you guys a good fight for some reason. Like sometimes I think the other way around. So maybe reverse logic, you guys might play decent and we might come off. I don't know. Jalen Hurd did so much for the Niners. What did Jalen Hurd do for, man? He was sitting on the freaking bench on injured reserve. He's been on the IR team for so many damn years. Like 3 years? Are you serious? You got to put this guy on injured reserve, and then he hasn't done squat. Hey, what's up, Bird Gang? Hey, be sure to go check out the guy's channel. He's got Eagles content and he's got his BGN Sports Media, and he's probably going to show you guys the merch. You guys want to check out my my mug and my hoodie? It will be right down to the description if you guys want to check out the merch. I am kidding. Yeah, you were kidding. You're funny. J-Mos, we needed to get a deep threat to go with our receiving core, which I agree. I think Deshaun Jackson that you guys let go, he was going to ask for the ball too much. I think he felt like he can be the guy. And the fact that you got OBJ for a good contract, I think you guys needed to upgrade, and that's a good move by the Rams. I really think that you guys are making a serious push, and that's something we're lacking. I already knew we're not going to get Odell Beckham. Why? Because 3.5 in cap space, and OBJ is looking for a contending team, and we're not going to pay him that kind of money. So I don't think he's worth the headache. I think he likes a winning culture. I think Sean McVay can work with that. Lamb's getting Odell the diva. Well, let them get whoever they want because they're the Rams. They can do what the hell they want. Like, they're making aggressive moves. When can we start doing stuff like that? People are concerned about freaking cap space. Why are you concerned about cap space? Why be concerned about their cap space if they're still figuring out ways to even keep their cap space? Like, for example, they can make the most craziest move, but they're not broke. I don't know what the Rams are doing. Are they doing a lot of bank robberies? Are they making some profits? Because it's working. It's working for them. Who needs first-round picks? Who needs first-round picks? Just like from the words out of Ram Showcase, first-round picks are for suckers. Just saying. Yep, just saying. We could have drafted Aaron Rodgers, but Mike Nolan passed on him. Yeah, he was a dumb fool. He just had no idea. Sign some big free agent names, make big moves. That's what we should have did. But the fact we're being too budget wise, the fact that we're being whatever, it sucks. The NFL lets them do it. LA is the hugest. Okay, let's see. All right, I apologize. Something kind of went in, but I'm still into the stream. Okay, the NFL lets them do it. LA is the huge market. Of course, it's the big market. You got the freaking Lakers and the Dodgers. Yeah. Hey, Alice 10, good seeing you around, buddy. Good, appreciate you. I think we were at the game like you were talking about. We were at the bus. What's up, my dude? Yeah, look at the Lakers. They're both good. Turn your alarm off. I've been trying to do that, dude. It's always been bugging me a lot. It's always been doing that. Kyle is being soft right now. He is definitely being soft, and it's no joke. It's like, dude, I have like people bugging me constantly, dude. I've been trying to turn it off, and it doesn't ever turn it off. But I'm here so you guys can hear me. We can debate. Yeah, I wish I could do that, dude. It just gets on my nerves. Let's see. Everybody's got some good stuff there. So I know that the season is pretty much a long shot to make the wild card. But what do you guys think we have to do to pretty much make a push? Give me some suggestions of what we have to do. I know a lot of you guys want to say, hey, let's just cut our losses and just bench Jimmy Garoppolo and pretty much put anybody in. You bench Jimmy Garoppolo and maybe you put in Trey Lance, you're going to go through growing pain. Yeah, Jalen Hurts was finally cut. It's been long overdue. Last year, he should have been cut. If that was the case, last year should have been his final year of being on the roster at least. You know, last year should have been it. But no, we have to go 7-5, which I agree. We have to go 7-5. 7-5 to me is contending year in and year out. And that's all it is. So we got to make some good adjustments and we got to make some good moves. And I miss Eddie D, which I agree. Keeping Lynch for what? The guy doesn't know how to scout. No offense to this guy. He doesn't know how to scout nothing, dude. Why would I want to keep a stooge? He's Kyle Stooge, man. Yeah, you can say one of the scariest safeties is a stooge. Come on. Hey, Miss Bird Gang, what is up, girl? Huge shout out to you. I miss Eddie D, but we have Jed York, who is not good. Jed York is a spoiled brat. It's like this guy does not have no control, no leadership, and he doesn't know how to be more held accountable. He doesn't know how to admit what was wrong. He doesn't know how to look out for his fan base. Because to be honest with you, the Yorks are the most greediest people. They don't care about us in general. They don't care about what they think, man. They don't. They just want our money. They just want our money, and they just want to do what the hell they want. That's what the Yorks are. They're greedy. They're petty. They're just disgrace. If we were on to a win now mode, they are. We ain't getting any good guys to win now. This pisses me off. Our Super Bowl window will end soon since we don't get any good guys to win. Kyle and Lynch make me mad. They don't even make effort, man. I want to see CG argue with Jed York. I want to see Jed York go on Twitter and unblock me. If Jed York can unblock me, I can't even say crap to the guy. So explain to me, how can I argue with Jed York if he's going to block me? He already blocked me. I can't even message him. Because I remember the last time I messaged Jed York, he put me on the block list. Can't even say nothing back. He's a coward. That's what Jed York is, a freaking coward. I told him stuff. I told him, dude, you better grow a pair of balls. And then the next day in the morning, boom, can't even message him anymore. What a weasel. Forget that guy. If we had Eddie D right now, we would win a lot of Super Bowls. We would be more consistent. We would be a team that he's reckoned with. We would be more of a team that would push a lot of people. Yeah, Jed York needs to get on his hands and needs to beg Jim Harbaugh to come back. I know it sounds crazy, but remember, the Raiders traded Gruden away to the Bucs and still returned to the Raiders. That would be a very long shot. Ellis, you make a good point, but it's kind of like a long shot from it happening. because the fact that there's no good relationship from those two guys. And the fact that he picked Trent Baalke over him, that kind of pisses me off too if I were somebody like Jim Harbaugh. But if somehow Jed York made some miracle, he would have to do some kind of insane thing. He would probably have to give him some money bonus. He would have to give him a John Gruden contract, just like Mark Davis did, in order for that to happen. He might have to give him a $100 million contract, and that would be a straight up robbery, and that would be the same exact BS. Yeah, I can dream. Yeah, we can all dream, but I don't see it happening. It's a grudge. It's whatever. Alice, are you the same Alice that always calls on Rombo? Yeah, we can all dream. Eddie D's care about his players, and JR cares about his money. Yep. Eddie D is able to dedicate, and even for players that ended their careers, he always looked out for their players' health. He was always there for them. He would even sit in the lunch with them or even breakfast, and he was always a generous guy from what people were saying. But when you look at Jed York, it's all about the money. He don't care. It's all about the freaking money. I haven't called in on Rombo yet. I've been on Rombo's show at different occasions. I've been on it before. So CG versus Jed York on a boxing match, I'll pay to watch on TV. My money won't go on CG. I highly doubt that Jed York will want to challenge me because I'm blocked on Twitter. That guy is scared. The fact that I told him to grow a pair of balls and then he blocks me the next day. That's a coward. I'm just saying, the guy's a coward. Jed York's a freaking coward. Sorry to say it. Yeah, longer brother calling in because the wait is way too long. The wait is way too long, my dude. So that's the problem. Man, Roberto, if you were paying a boxing match, man, I think Jed York would just not show up. It would be a no contest. I'm just saying, if he blocked me, that gives you a clue. So let's get on to that next topic about it. I know we're not going to make a lot of strong moves. We're probably going to just add some guys within our practice squad or either get some low type of players that you don't even know about, and you're probably just going to add them in and maybe the addition for next year. I know yeah, the waits are too long. When you're on Rombo's show, you have to wait at least 30 or up to an hour, bro, just to call in on Rombo's show, bro. And he's got like 200 people watching, bro. I get that he's been around the community longer than most of us, but that dude has a lot of followers, yeah, and all that. That's how it is. And you look at it that way, that's just how it happens. So let's see. If the 49ers want to, yeah, make sure to hit the like and sub up Ruthless in the network. He's an awesome 49er content creator. Thank you, Ms. Yeah, 30 or more likes. And yeah, that's how he is, bro. Rumble has a huge amount of followers, dude. He has a lot of followers. I don't want to sign nobodies. That's who we sign, bro. We can sign a guy off a team's practice squad, and he'll be on our roster the next year. What's up, CG? New around here. What's up, Weapon X? What's up with it, man? Chris Streamberg has a new futures. Did you check them out? What's the new futures? What's new futures? I'm just checking out other futures. I have like different stuff. I'm selling my merchandise and all this stuff, so you can definitely check out a bunch of the stuff. Yeah, rumors have it. Yeah, I already know. He signed with the Rams. I think they signed into a reasonable contract. I think he signed a bargain deal, which is good for the Rams because the Rams are probably going to extend him maybe next year. But sharp facts, bro. I have always waited 3 hours to talk to Rombo, and I'm always the last one to talk, and that's why I haven't called on the show. How do you feel about it? It's competition. The Rams are just looking to counter the Cardinals. I feel like that's what the Rams are doing. They're looking to make another push for the Super Bowl. So that's how you look at it, yeah. Let's see. OBJ has missed 3 games due to injury this year, and then he was suspended too, and then they cut him. Yeah, he also has media on the network merchandise. Yeah, I do have media merchandise. If you want to check out the mugs, check out the hoodies, go down to the description. That's where I got all my merch over there. So check it out. See the logo right there on my logo? It says it right there. I want to sign some big free agent names, but the problem is the front office is too damn cheap, man. So you're not going to get the big names all the time. So yeah, French fans keep saying we shouldn't sign injured players and OBJ gets hurt. I never was even on board for OBJ. Never thought of OBJ. I just thought he was a diva, too much distraction, not very much consistent, you know? You ever called in on Grant Cohn? I think you would be a good guest on his channel. I've been on his channel before, and he was a guest of my show too. So yeah, I've been on Grant Cohn's show like 3 times, but he's never like put it on his stream. Like he would be on his live stream, but he would never make a segment out of it. So it would be nice to have him on my show. And then you look at what's up, 49er Minded. Cam Newton is back with the Panthers. And it makes a lot of sense because of the injury. And plus, they got Sam Darnold. So why not bring in a familiar face who knows the offense and actually could do okay with them? Panthers won't have the same weapons that they had before. Let's see. They got DJ Moore. They got the other receiver, Robbie Anderson. They got better weapons when Cam Newton was there. Cam Newton didn't have much weapons. I mean, if you can make an argument, I mean, don't you think that the last time that Cam Newton was with the Panthers, they didn't have a lot of weapons? All they had was DJ Moore. They got a lot of weapons this time. I feel like it's a little bit different this time, but I feel like they got a lot of better receiving core, yeah. Yeah, he's more familiar to it, yeah. Cam Newton is the guy that would know the offense. He knows the system. It's kind of like a no-brainer. It just until Sam Darnold comes back, I think that's who they're going to go to, of course, but you get somebody who knows your offense, so that would be the only reason why he's back there, or else they would have let him go. So, yeah, let's see. See more other questions. Like, I don't know. I look at a lot of people's shows. I've been on a lot of different podcasts for quite a while. Like, I've been on Grant's channel. I've been on the Beast Riders before, but I don't talk to him as much. He cut me off. I don't know why, but it's whatever. I'm cool with him, but everybody has their own taste. The last time Cam Newton was the best QB in the NFL was 2015. He won the MVP, and then he lost the Super Bowl, but he was putting up some numbers. I can see why he was considered the MVP because he was putting up some monster stats, even with the lesser talent. That was the year they didn't have Calvin Benjamin because Calvin Benjamin was on injured reserve, and he still made the most out of the lesser talent. So, yeah, I'm more worried for Monday night since Rams are getting Odell Beckham, and what if he plays on Monday night? That's the scary thought, yeah. You ever thought about getting into cryptocurrencies? I don't know what that is. Is that the stuff with the money coins or something? Nah, man, I'm probably going to work on better stuff, but I'm still, like, getting all kinds of new stuff. So it's like I got a new phone, so this new phone makes everything a big screen. So, yeah, I'm probably going to have to work on getting some better because I got, like, I'm going to get a laptop, and then sooner or later, I'm going to get, like, what you call a green screen, and then that's how it's going to upgrade. Crypto's like a Bitcoin, yeah. That's what I was saying because it has something to do with the coins, and I've heard of it. I know it's like similar to those other stuff, so I've heard of that. Yeah, it's money coins. Different type of stuff. I don't know what the cost. I don't know what the worth are if you get those kind of coins because I heard they're pretty damn big on money account wise. But I can tell you got a new phone with the video. What phone did you get? Let's see. A Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 3 or something. Z Fold 3. It's like it's like a tablet. It's got like very good so I turned it into I made it into a big screen. So it's like a miniature tablet, but it can go into a regular phone. You can fold it and it's pretty tight, dude. So yeah. Oh damn, you got the Z Fold. It folds up, it's sick. Yeah. I can even turn it to whatever I want. Yeah. So I've seen people upload videos to 3Speak where it helps them get paid. I've seen some different contents, but anybody else could I can get paid off of my monetize because I got like YouTube monetization. Looks like I only got a warning, so looks like I'm still good for monetize. Like anybody who wants to donate in the chat, that's up to you guys, but doesn't look like I'm on no strike or nothing. They gave me a warning, so I think I'm good for now. They've given me just part of the process that I did, that I passed the copyright school and all that, and they let it slide. So guess I get a pass for it. So let's see. Yeah, my last 3 videos have green screen. I do need to get me a green screen, but I don't know which one to go buy at because I think you have to go to eBay or Amazon or whatever they got. So as soon as I start saving up some more money, I'm gonna start investing some green screen, and then I'm probably gonna get some better stuff down the road. But I'm good what I got right now, so I'm not too concerned. Yeah, you thought about transferring your videos to 3Speak or your nah, it's all good. But I'm thinking about just getting some better stuff, but I still need to work on getting me a laptop, and then I get a green screen and I'd be all right. But I've actually let's see. Oh, thank you to Alice10 for the $2 donation, bro. Much appreciated, man. Appreciate you. Yeah, I'm good for now until I start getting some better stuff, but I gotta save up some more money. Been saving up for a football game. Yeah, that was a typo. I meant good. Okay. I'm all right. I'm trying to work on it, but I got me a better phone. Yep. See, now you know it's working good. Before that, I thought I lost it, but they told me that I get a warning or something. So they gave me like what is it, like a pass or what is a slap in the wrist? Because I guess the guy who kind of like put the strike, I guess he kind of deleted it and kind of just refused to after that. I guess he came into better terms of letting it go now. Before I didn't even do nothing. I was just only going by what I saw, and then I guess it wasn't fair enough. Roberto, that's good. So, all right, let's see what we got here. All right, so what's the main keys to the game for the 49ers to actually beat the Rams? Do we really got to get to Stafford? Can we really get to Stafford? Because I know if we can get to Stafford, that can really, yeah, that's like you could definitely have to like pressure up Stafford a little bit, and then you should be able to get to him consistently. If you can rattle him, there's some turnovers, but our offense has been shitty. So I don't know. So yeah. So I'm definitely kind of like looking for better type of stuff. But I'm gonna as soon as I get the green screen, it's gonna work. But I still have to get me like still trying to get me my other because I have like a second room and it's still kind of like hasn't been quite like decorated all the way yet. So still got to add some stuff to it. The division rivalry is going to be tough because let's face it, every division that not going to be easy here in the world. It ain't going to be easy because you got the NFC West is pretty much an ugly type of competition because those teams know each other and it's familiarity and it goes a long ways. So you definitely want to play your best football against a team like the Rams. So I know a lot of Cardinal fans, they're probably just going to want to root for us for this game. Because if we beat the Rams, it gives Arizona more of a chance to have a 2-game lead. And that's who the Arizona Cardinals want. They want us to beat the Rams because that gives them a better chance to win that division. But it's too soon in the season. So you look at the Rams, they got Von Miller, which I think he still can produce and still create pressure for that team. And Leonard Floyd, he's not a scrub. He's actually doing a lot better than what he was with the Bears. The Bears, he looked like an okay draft pick for the Bears. But the moment he went to the Rams, he's just playing at a better level with the Rams. Is it based by the change of scenery, or is it based by whatever? Yeah. So who's number one in your division? Is it just Rams or Cardinals? I'm seeing they race that division. To answer your question, the division. I would like to say Arizona, but I'm not going to rule out with the Rams. The Rams, to me, are looking to make a push, and they really are the team I still put at number one in that division. I still think the Rams are the team to beat, even though the Cardinals are having a really good start. The 49ers pass defense is ranked 4th versus Rams ranked 17. Well, our pass defense is good, but the penalties, that's the suck part. We give up the least amount of yards, but it makes up for the worst yards because you give them like those free penalties. That's the only one concerning factor is, hey, we may give you a little bit of yards, but we'll probably give you some free yards on penalties. So we've been the most penalized team in the secondary, so that's the only problem I have. That's like you have Mosley with the most penalties. Yeah. 49ers rush defense is ranked 26, which is not good. And the Rams run defense is ranked 7, so that means they are a good, solid stopper. They're like right there. But when you look at the other Yeah, and fourth rank is BS. Yeah, fourth rank is BS, bro. Like, there's been games where we probably did give up the least amount of yards, but a lot of games we did give up some big plays. Like, if you count the penalties, okay, count the pass interference, count the holdings. That's kind of like the stats show that we do give up a lot of plays. If we're debating about it, I think it's BS in some ways, but so we're going by ranking our our pass defense is ranked fourth, but for what? We haven't been able to stop the run. So if you want to do more statistics, what's our total defense rank? I don't think it's even that good either. Our run defense is ranked 26, so we're going to give up the big runs. We're pretty much going to do that. So that's how we look at it. So you look at the matchup. What can the Rams do that we have yet to capitalize? We ain't going to stop. The running game is pretty much what they can do. They can run the ball. Daryl Henderson, Sony Michel, they're going to run it right down our freaking throats. They're going to run it right down our throats, and it's going to be hard. Yeah. How good is Matthew Stafford? Like, he's a lot better than Jared Goff. He's far better. Like, I think people just don't really they don't really give him enough credit. It's because he played for the Detroit Lions, and that's why Stafford doesn't get enough credit because he plays for the Detroit Lions. But now that he's playing for a team like the Rams, you definitely got to take him into serious consideration. Yeah, his accuracy, it's good. He's the most accurate passer, but then he's been durable. Yeah, I wanted us to get Stafford because Stafford to me is like a much kind of a lighter version of Aaron Rodgers. Just the accuracy, dude. Like people would say he's like the closest to maybe getting to maybe a Rodgers, but not that in that same level. No, far different level. Yeah, Lions are always bad. Yep, Lions are having a bad season, but they are going through with Jared Goff. Jared Goff is a young quarterback with a different change of scenery, and it's not a good feeling. Just saying. And then no surprise that he's playing well. And Lions are always bad. They're just always a team with no directions. Like, if you're going to go for the Detroit Lions, you hire a coach who doesn't have no qualification. He doesn't know what he's doing. So this guy is nothing but a hype. He's nothing but a talker. He's nothing but a freaking bullshit hype. Like, he's kind of like all that belief stuff. Yeah. Yeah, they're looking to get into rebuild modes. And then look at the coach, Dan Campbell. He kind of seems like a Jim Tom Sula offensive coach. Yeah. I need you to yell really loud, CG. Loud? Want me to screak loud? All right. Can you hear me? Because the fact that we have to sit and watch the Cardinals and Rams compete for that division, it's so pathetic that our team is fucking trash. Excuse my language. Just saying. You want me to speak the truth? I tell you like it is. Should the 49ers keep Shanahan after this season? That's going to be he's going to stick around. He's on the hot seat. No. He's just going to have another year. The guy's got a contract. He's got a 6-year contract extension. Why be worried about job security if you're getting paid to do absolutely nothing this year? You're investing in a young quarterback, but you want him to sit in the bench. Did you want it Mac Jones the whole time? Was that your ego? Like, Shanahan, let me think of it this way. Was it because of the freaking front office voted against you picking Mac Jones, right? So that's why you wanted Trey Lance to sit on the bench. You wanted Jimmy Garoppolo to hold it for him. But guess what? Are you so bitter by the fact that we said no to Mac Jones? And you want to make a statement and say you made a big mistake by not having me get that quarterback. Well, guess what? Mac Jones sucks also, so who cares? Let Trey Lance play. I don't give a damn if the Patriots are making something good out of Mac Jones, because at the end of the day, Mac Jones is freaking average and he's overrated. So I don't want to hear it. Trey Lance is the future. Trey Lance can be the guy. Trey Lance could take us to the next level. And while Mac Jones is just another Jimmy G 2.0, but Pari, a guy who gets in trouble off the field. He's a DUI guy. He likes to party. He's an out of shape guy. He's got an average body weight. Look at Trey Lance. He works out. He puts in the work year in and year out. So we're going to take a chance on a guy who can take us all the way. What does McDaniel actually do? I mean, if Kyle Shanahan is calling plays, Josh McDaniel just does he does good play calls, but he's very kind of unpredictable also. Yeah, Mac Jones already hit his ceiling. It's because he doesn't fit us. We're getting another quarterback like another Jimmy Garoppolo. Why even move on? If that was the case, we should have never made the trade if that was the case. But no, if I were me, I would fire Banana hit Kyle now. Why fire him? Because he's just you can't fire him, but I would honestly want to move on. But who would be the candidate? Okay, let me ask you guys this question. If we fire Kyle Shanahan, and more than likely another team will claim him, who would we replace him with? Give me some good suggestions, and I'll tell you why it might work and might not work. Like if Roberto and the rest of you guys want us to get rid of Shanahan, who do you want to replace him? I know Shanahan could be very predictable and very egotistic. Yeah, I miss Saleh. He was a real leader. He was a real leader because players were able to speak out of him. Sometimes he was a little bit vanilla, but he knew how to get the job done. So that's how we look at it. What does McDaniel OC actually do? I mean, if Kyle is calling the plays, Kyle just wants to stick with his ego. He wants his quarterbacks to be a passer. He wants them to be a lot more of a passer instead of running the ball. This season, we've been mostly throwing the ball a lot more than expected. So I think Shanahan wants to evolve his offense a lot more in passing the ball instead of running. So it's kind of that's part of what's been our downfall is we've been trying to throw the ball a lot. So you can make an argument for that. But if somebody had to replace Kyle Shanahan, and hear me out about this. I got a good solution if it came down to Kyle Shanahan being gone. How about this guy? Call Oklahoma. Give a call for Oklahoma and call Lincoln Riley. That guy can make Trey Lance into a legitimate freaking good quarterback. Like, you look at Lincoln Riley's track record. He's made the most out of Baker Mayfield. He made the most out of Kyler Murray. He made the most out of Jalen Hurts. He coached Spencer Rattler into a good year. And then this kid, Caleb Williams, this guy's a genius. This guy knows how to coach these type of quarterbacks. And can you imagine? Can you imagine what Lincoln Riley can do with Trey Lance? Just an idea. This offense can elevate and go into another level. And the OC from the Chiefs, Eric Bieniemy, as head coach, you would like him. It's because he develops quarterbacks like Patrick Mahomes, which kind of fits the upside of Trey Lance. Or you can go with the Buffalo Bills OC too. What's his name? Ryan, forget his name, but he's the Bills OC. Like, he's got some good track records. And then the worst case scenario, I'm hearing rumors that this could be the worst case scenario to even consider. I hope we don't ever consider him, but stay away from Greg Roman, please. Stay away from Greg Roman. If Greg Roman somehow becomes our head coach, I'm going to freak out. I'm going to say, God, we're looking to go below 500 with this clown over there. I mean, we wanted him gone from Harbaugh era, but if we got him as a head coach, that's a slap in the face. Slap in the face if we hire that guy. So I heard it could be Russell Wilson's last year in Seattle and possibly Pete Carroll also. You think it's true? That it's a possibility. Depending on how they are. Like, Carroll's not getting any younger. He's at the point where most coaches would consider retiring, and that would be the option. But let's be realistic about it and all that stuff. So I don't know who this webcam stuff is, but I'm removing it. This is not football related here, so do not put it on my channel. I apologize, but Greg Roman should never come back to San Francisco. He should never be considered. But the fact that they're even putting him as a candidate is is a whack. Yeah, I removed it. It's out. Yeah, I blocked it. I thought at first it was cute for a minute, but now it's coming around. So, okay, let's get to the next topic. Yeah, I removed it. I didn't even notice until I started seeing it again. Yeah, it's removed. Let's see. All right, so for the last final few minutes, I do think that if you do get Eric Bieniemy, I think he can be able to scheme better for us. But I don't see us moving on from Kyle this offseason. Like this season he's not on the hot seat. He's just guaranteed a fat contract. He's guaranteed to not even think about his job security. That's what Kyle Shanahan has right now. He has Jed York's trust. Jed York's trust means, hey, you're gonna be fine. Don't even worry about job security, Kyle. You're safe. How about we just get better? That's it. Yeah, they're tied to Kyle's extension. So yeah, that's the thing with Kyle Shanahan. He don't have to worry about anything. But for us in perspective as fans, we're pissed. We hate this. We hate that he's stuck here and not trying to elevate this team. You can say, hey, the 2019 was one of the best years by far. If healthy, we could contend. But no, it's not the case. Look at the injuries. Tell me how many freaking players were on injured reserve. Oh, we're on injured reserve. Like, tell me how many players this year were on injured reserve compared to last year. And I'll tell you how many were last year. Last year, we had 22 or 21 players on injured reserve. This year, we're looking maybe about, 9 or 8 players on IR, right? And majority of them have been in and out. So I don't want to hear that excuse. I don't want to hear that, when we have a healthy roster, Kyle Shanahan could take us to the Super Bowl. Well, that's not the case here. We're not losing a lot of players. So let's knock it off. Knock it off with that crap. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear that. How about what has he done lately? What has he done? Absolutely nothing. I don't want to hear that a healthy roster makes a difference. How about we start scouting some better talent players for once? How about we do that? How about that? I don't want to hear this, we're going to be fine. We're going to be fine. I don't think so. We are not going nowhere. Mark my words. We are not going anywhere. We are going to be lucky to get We'll be lucky to be in the top 10, but we don't even have a first-round pick. So why even do that? Why even worry about that? We don't even have a first-round pick, and we're looking to be in the top 10. Way to go, dummy. Yeah, since Jimmy knows he is on his last year with the 49ers, you think he might let his foot off the gas, and if he does, maybe start Trey Lance. I think it's a matter of time when we're going to start Trey Lance. That's just what it seems like. It's just a matter of time. But in all perspective, I don't see why not we just let the kid play, but it's going to have to be up to Shanahan to determine it. But as far as everybody else, I appreciate you guys onto the show. Definitely want to probably do it next week. But I got a special guest for later, so I'm going to have this Rams fan for later, but be sure to tune in if you can. But for anybody else, be sure to hit that like and subscription for the BGN Sports Media, and definitely check out the merchandise and check out my main channel. But everybody else, have a great day. I will do another live stream at 5 with a Rams YouTuber named Ram Showcase. Be sure to tune in for that one, but I will see you guys later. So peace.